What's up guys, welcome back to the Sound Design channel with me LAR. So today we are looking at this lovely little Pluck inside of Diva, which is taken from the Melodic Techno 2 preset pack called Trance. So let's have a little listen to it. And there we have it. Really nice sound, a lot of interest in there. The main thing that's making this sound good is actually the MIDI. The MIDI is very nice, this melody, which you can grab from the same pack. It's paired up with the sound. So the sound is called End of Days, this one here. So yeah, if you just pair it up or you use the MIDI for something else. But yeah, the sound is cool as well. But it's mostly just kind of like a simple, nice pluck that follows key tracking, which is what's making kind of open up as we move up and down the keyboard. But anyway, let's go into Diva. Okay, so here we are in Diva in the template section. So it's just a good place to start when you're doing your sound design. So we can start with any of them as we do change the modules, but we'll go with the dupe one, the dupe 6 or 8, it's up to you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave this one on the dual VCO, but then we change this one to the byte. When we can change the parameters afterwards, and then we're going to change this one to cascade, and we're going to change this one to analog, and this one can be on the ADS one. So as I say before in the other videos, they do change the tonality and the character of these things. So like the envelope's a bit more aggressive with this ADS one, just has different tones with this one. There's more you can do with this one. So yeah, it's important that you do change it. Okay, so with most sounds, you want to start with the oscillator section, picking the kind of voice of your instrument. And so we're going to set this to a triangle wave here, take off the square wave. You can just reset this, just double click it, so we don't need any of this. And then we're going to have a sawtooth here, so we'll leave that as it is. The pitching, we're going to leave it as it is as well. And then we're going to put the cross mod up a little bit. So this is a bit like FM, so it's like frequency modulation. So we're like modulating this oscillator with this oscillator. And then we're going to bring the mix to around this marker here, this line. And then that's it. We're not going to do anything with the pitching or anything like that. We leave it as it is. Now with the filtering, we're going to bring this up. So this is a high pass filter before this filter. So it's basically a way of taking away low end and before it goes into the filter. So yeah, we're going to put this up here, which is going to take away a bit of the low end to make it kind of thin. And we'll leave everything else there. So it's very buzzy and open. Obviously we don't want that. So we're going to bring the filter down to halfway. Okay, then with the filter the envelope section, we're going to bring the sustain all the way up. And we can leave the other things as they are, but we can put the key tracking up here. So it will react. The envelope will react to moving up and down the keyboard, which is a very important part of the sound. And then the next thing is having a little bit of this envelope here, which is going to slightly open it up. Yeah, just like that. Bring the decay down a little bit. And then we can have some release. Yeah, nice. A little bit more release on this one. Yeah, that's good. And then here we're going to put this onto key follow 2. So we're going to have this. Which is just like key tracking essentially, but this follows the glide 2 rather than glide 1, which we're going to increase by a very small amount. You can hear you can get pretty crazy with it. But yeah, that's good. And then that's all we need to do for the kind of the main voice of the sound. We can turn it up a bit, it's a bit quiet. Okay, cool. So now let's move down to, we'll do the reverb. This microphone's in the way, can't see. Okay, that's load, so we'll bring the dry over, bring the wet down to around here. And then the decay and size, we can leave it as it is, but we can put the pre-delay all the way over. So what that does is the sound comes in first, and then there's a delay, and then the reverb comes after. So you can hear the sound will be a lot clearer if you do that, because the sound is allowed to breathe, and then the reverb follows, rather than it just being really wet. And you almost get this kind of shimmer feeling of the reverb playing afterwards. Really nice. Okay, cool. Let's have a look what else we need to do here. Yeah, so let's put the stack here onto 2. And then with that, we're going to increase the stack index. We're going to play with the panning with the stack index. So if we increase this, really pushes it onto the sides, makes it very stereo. Alright, now let's go to the modifications. And so with this modifications, we don't really need to do much here, but what you might want to do for a bit of fun is you can put things onto the mod wheel. So if you put this, with this we'll put the frequency FM, so which is like this FM that we have here. We can increase this, and then if I play with the mod wheel as the sound's going along, I just need to arm the channel. The mod wheel meaning the physical mod wheel on your keyboard if you have one. So I'll show you with no modification. I've got the wheel down, and then I'll put it up. It's a bit like opening it up, but it's opening it up in a different way. It's using FM to open it up, which gives it this nice characteristic. You could also just have, if you don't have a mod wheel, you could have that on with like an LFO, which could be fun, like this. Put polarity on it, will only go in a positive value, so it'll only go up. Yeah, it's really nice. Leave that on whatever you want to use to modulate it. These are all just kind of fine-tuning things. We have the bulk of the sound now. So yeah, that is it. There's nothing in the trimmings, and yeah, you just need to make sure that it's in mono. Let's put it into mono. You see there, it's a lot more clear because it's not having the notes overlap with each other. I kind of like it with poly, but it's up to you. You can have it however you like. It will be a bit clearer if you have it like this, as opposed to what happens there is the release kind of just plays over into the next note, which turns it into a little bit, it makes it a bit more cloudy, I guess, and it could make it a bit muddy and build up a bit, but it also makes it feel nice and warm, so it's up to you. Yeah, it's a lot more defined like that. Okay, cool. So that is the sound, guys. Obviously, have fun with it. Play around with the parameters. You're not stuck to just keep it as it is. You can always have fun with the different waveforms. You could also have it on like a square wave like this. Makes it really aggressive and heavy. Yeah, so you can see that drastically changes the sound. So it's a lot of fun that you could have with that. There, it's a lot cleaner. Let's listen to it in context before I go. Nice. There we have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure you hit the notification button and you subscribe, or the other way around, subscribe and then hit the notification button. Leave a like and a comment, you know, all the good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.